welcome to Lisa Marvin Art. I apologize for my voice. I have strep throat, but I had to do this intro because I'm super excited about this video, about the piece that I did. I did a 30 by 30 beach swipe. And the reason this video is so exciting is because I'm doing a huge collab with 9 other amazing artists for TLP, This Little Piggy, who's turned 1. The reason I'm so excited is because there's a huge giveaway. So what you have to do, I'll have the list of all the artists in my description, and you have to watch each video. And at the end of the video, in the description, there will be each one of our favorite TLP colors. By the way, mine is velvet. It looks white right now, but it's an amazing blue interference. The reason I love it is because it's so versatile and I can use it with blues, but also looks amazing with pinks, an amazing pop of color. So let's get to what I actually did for this 30-inch swipe. I used a bunch of colors as usual. Let's start with the TLPs that I did. I have TLP Sapphire and TLP Sea Glass and TLP Indigo Waves. This was my piggies for the water, obviously. Then for the beachy side, I have Caramel Drizzle, Harvest Gold, and then for a few other fun sparklies, Lemon Sorbet, and one of my other favorites, I have a lot of favorites, is Golden Peach. So those were the TLPs that I used. The 2 paints that I used is Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold, an amazing one. This is one I use a lot too. This is Matisse Australian Sky Blue. And then we have Golden Teal. And what I did was I put a bit of this Cobalt Turquoise in there because I find the Cobalt Turquoise a little green for me, so I kind of balanced it out with that. And then another one of my favorite colors is Golden Phthalo Turquoise. So, because this was a 30 by 30, I mixed up 2 4-ounce cups of each color each. Some I used all of it and some I didn't. Usually the first colors I lay down, I use both for coverage, and then the other accent ones, I might just use one. Now the fun thing is, what I did was I used 2 things to swipe with it. This is, I think it's 18 inches. I got this from a hardware store, and it's like a paint scraper. I have to clean it, obviously. But I really like it because it's hard and it gives a good swipe. And the other thing I used for the top, which I also have to clean, is my cake pan. I think this is 10 inches. And I just put my cell activator on the back of this and then smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. So that's what I did. Oh, look, it peels off so easily. How lucky am I? That's what I did. And I hope you like it. I'll show you, ask me any questions. I hope you guys watch all the videos and enter this amazing giveaway. Oh, I didn't tell you what the giveaway was. You get each of our favorite piggies, so 10 of the best piggies that we all love, and you get a $100 gift card at fluidart.co, which has other amazing things. So please enjoy. Let me know what you think. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, so I've laid down 3 canisters of Sherwin-Williams Color to Go in Anchors Away. I'm first laying down the Indigo Waves, and they're not making the Sherwin-Williams right now, but hopefully they'll be back in production in a few months. Then I'm topping that off with the Sea Glass. I'm trying to go for an ocean look, hopefully. That was the teal mixture I put on top. And then I'm starting with the beach, and that's the Nickel Azo Gold, topped with the Caramel Drizzle and the Ore. And on top, I'm going to try to do some sort of sky. I wasn't sure which one I was going to start with. That's the TLP Sapphire,
topped with a bit of that golden peach for kind of like a fake sunset with the lemon sorbet on top. And then I'm topping it off with, I forgot to mention I added Prussian blue to my mix. So that's Amsterdam Prussian blue. And I topped it off with that Twinkle Interference, which will look great in the light. And I'm doing a little phthalo turquoise on top of there. And then a little more phthalo turquoise down there. So my idea is to load my cake pan with my cell activator and do a kind of S over the top part and then hopefully make a beach at the bottom. So there's my S, and it looks like a hot mess right now, but don't worry, have faith, because I'm worried at this point too. And I'm trying to blow and break up some of the cell activator that's thick, and it's not really working, but I'm gonna keep going. We don't give up, right? So my next thought is to lay down my cell activator in a line under that swipe and pull it down to look like water and waves. So there's my swiping tool, and I'm practicing. And I'm just putting it more in the middle, but also tipping off some of the ugly stuff on the top that I didn't like. So when you lay down your cell activator, you have to work really fast because it starts to sink. When you're doing swipes, it could be hard, especially big swipes are hard to go fast. So you just got to do the best that you can. So here I go, laying down my line of cell activator. And as I swipe, what you'll notice is none of my beach colors are coming up, hardly. And that's because I think my paints, I tried to thicken up my paints a bit to see what would happen, and they were too thick. So I wasted all of that, mostly, beautiful brown, right down the tubes. And at this point, I have no idea if this is going to be a win or a fail. So I see a lot of that cell activator still there. So I'm going to try to think about how to work it so it just doesn't look like a big white line. And you'll also notice in the left corner, I missed that little brown spot, which I will deal with later. I don't usually, when working on any pieces, I don't usually like to fiddle with it too much. I just don't have the patience. But this one really called for it. So what I've done is I tried to find a clean swiper, which is hard. So first I thought, oh, let me re-swipe it to see if that will work. And no, it didn't work. It just left an ugly white line. So what do? I blow it out to see what will happen. And it just looks like a weird shape in the middle of my waves. So not too pleased. On to plan B. I think at this point I just abandoned the idea of getting the beach in there. So I grabbed my smaller palette knife and figure I can schmooze the cell activator around to make it kind of look like breaking waves, hopefully. So here I go. I'm trying to make it so the waves look like they have movement at least. At this point, by the way, still not sure this is going to work. And I'll speed up this process because it's very repetitive and boring. But I do it all the way across. This one really made me work for it. try not to get my body in the paint as I blow. And then I have to figure still, what am I going to do with that brown spot? I might have forgotten about it for a minute. Still, at this point, not looking like a winner. So I spin it, and then I think I remembered that ugly brown thing. That doesn't really go with anything. So I just put some cell activator on the back of my swiper and tried to fix it. Not really sure at that point if I thought it would work. And then I just spin her out and kind of hope for the best at this point. You want to keep spinning as much as you can to get all the paint off, because you don't want warpy cells. So I will say the finished product, and you're going to see a video at the end, it's almost done. Resin is incredible. So this thing that made me work hard, that was maybe looking weird at a lot of points, really turned out well. I hope you liked it. Please watch all the videos. Leave me comments, questions. Thank you. Look at that. Look at that twinkle interference in the light. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.